All right, we're talking to Bobby Bones this morning. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, appreciate you having me. Are you like a model or something? I've never seen somebody that's doing the news interviewing me that's like really good. What's happening here? Why are newscasters getting better looking?
I'll be honest with you. I'm the behind the scenes guy. I'm actually the senior producer on the morning show.
Okay, well, they should put you on camera because I'm a little blown away right now.
From your mouth to their ears. I'm going to save this clip and I'm going to show it to them later. All right, but let's get into it because you are already one of the biggest names in radio. You're Dancing with the Stars champion. You're an American Idol mentor. You're a best-selling author, which I want to talk to you about in a little bit. And now you're the host of this reality competition. It's called Snake in the Grass. Can you tell us about the show and what drew you to it?
Yeah, I mean, what drew me to it was just the social experiment of, can you tell when someone's lying to you? I mean, you mentioned some stuff that I've done, and, you know, for me, it's been really cool to be able to do projects that I want to do now, because that wasn't always the case. I used to just beg for jobs. But I was on American Idol for 4 seasons, and I didn't want to leave. But this show, they came to me at NBC, USA Network, and they said, hey, we have this show. It's really like, can you spot a liar? And we all think we can. We all think we're a great judge of character. It turns out I'm not as good as I thought, because even though we're in a jungle in Costa Rica, even though people are doing dangerous things, the essence of it is, are we really that good at telling when someone's lying to us? And on this show, there are all these like psychological parts of it too, where I'm explaining what liars do. If it's they get fidgety, if it's they decide to withdraw. And so you can also learn a little bit when your friends are lying to you, or when your uncle is really not going to pay you back that you know, the loan that you gave them. So that's what it is. It's a game. You can play along, you can have fun, but you can also learn something from it.
I watched that sneak peek episode that already aired, and there are definitely a lot of mind games, a lot of things people are playing around with that went into that. Let me ask you a question. You're in show business, which an industry that has its fair share of snakes. Have you always been able to kind of catch the snakes in the grass yourself?
No. I've been lied to a lot. People lie to me all the time. So I don't even know if I'm really on a show right now. This could all be a lie as well as a bit. So I've realized that I'm not near as good as I thought I was, even because I'm hosting the show, but I don't know who the snakes are when they show up. There's 4 people that show up in front of me, and they're all competing for the money. But one of them has been told just hours before, not weeks or days, that they're going to have to be the liar and the snake. And I was probably 40% accurate, and I'm watching the whole thing. So yeah, not as good at it as I thought. I think that's my takeaway, is that it's pretty easy to lie to me. It's probably pretty easy to lie to a lot of folks, and we think we're a lot better than we actually are.
Interesting. All right. Well, we're coming to you from Washington, D.C. We have a local contestant on the show from Laurel, Maryland. Her name is Roger Lynn Taylor. She's a self-described rule-breaking beauty queen. Can you give us any hints about her episode?
Yeah, boy, the hints are tough because I don't want to spoil anything, but this is one of the reveals that when it happened, I really missed, and I missed really hard. So I'm not going to tell you who or what, obviously, but this is one of those that when the 4 came in, I thought I nailed it, and I changed maybe once or twice, and by the end, I would have bet however much money I had that I knew who it was, and I did not, and I missed it. But I walked away, and I said, okay, I'm never going to let that fool me again. So she is wonderful on the show. I will leave it there.
All right. Well, I can't wait to check out that episode. In the meantime, speaking of mysteries and getting fooled, have you figured out who your mystery texter is yet?
That's funny. No, is it you? But here's what's happened. Somebody texted me like 6 months ago, and they were like, hey, how you been? I haven't talked to you. And I'm like, I guess I know this person, but I didn't put them in my phone. I don't want to be that guy that's like, I didn't save your number. And so I've been pulling little context clues in a pretty frequent conversation for months and months, but I still don't know who it is. I got their area code, but who knows? People move all around the country now and have old area codes. I have no idea who my mystery texter is. So that should be its own show. The mystery texter. Can you identify
4
them?
words for you. New phone, who dis. All right. So it's helped me out a lot of times. I'm just going to throw that out there.
I thank you for that.
All right. Well, we mentioned best-selling author also. We're about halfway through summer. Kids are about to go back to school. Do you have any advice Stanley the dog might have for students heading back to class this semester?
You know, I do. And I wrote a kid's book called Stanley the Dog in his first day of school. And for me, it was all about being inclusive, and that you don't have to be cool to be awesome. And sometimes the things that kids may find different about you are actually things that make you awesome. And so, in the book, I use Stanley because it was kind of a soft thing. He's a bulldog. He doesn't look like the other dogs. And in the end, he finds his purpose. He finds why he's so cool. I don't want to spoil it, but let's just say he saves a cat's life. Anyway, it's the same thing with kids and even adults, right? Like, we feel in a lot of ways like there are parts of us that aren't as cool, or we don't get it. But it's usually the things that we feel most awkward about or insecure about that make us really awesome. And if we just shared that, I think people would see our worth. And so that was what it was for me with kids. Like, you may get picked on for this, you may feel different for that, but that is what makes you special.
All right, well, we're running out of time, but real quick, I wanted to wish you a happy belated anniversary. How's married life treating you so far?
Pretty good. I just checked. She still lives there. She hasn't left yet. So, it's every day is like I win. I wake up and I'm like, wow, she's still here. This is awesome. So 1 year down, hopefully until I die,
You have time to go. All right. Well, best of luck with the show. And just a reminder, you can catch the premiere of Snake in the Grass Monday at 11, only on USA. Bobby Bones, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.